Unit 21 project. Back in 1985, I was 11, and my sister was 7, and the two of us wanted to go for a bike ride. So I said, come on, get on your bike. And I got on the bike behind her. I said, go ahead, I'll follow you. So I followed her. We were riding up and down hills, all around the area, looking around. I said, you be careful. Go ahead, you be careful. Good job. Yeah, good job. This is fun. So I'm following her. We're going up and down, pushing to go up the hill, taking our feet off the pedals as we rode down, riding hard, going up and down the hills, having a good time. It was a cool day. It was beautiful outside. The sun was shining. So we're riding along. We're coming to an area that she doesn't know the way. So I said, hey, let's switch places. I'll lead. She said, fine, come on. So I passed her up. I'm riding along. I turned around and looked behind me and said, are you doing all right back there? She's like, yeah, this is fun. She was looking all around everywhere. I said, hey, pay attention. Pay attention to where you're going. Yeah, I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. But she kept looking around everywhere else. I was focused and going. There's the trees going along, and there's the tree had a low branch, so I ducked. I said, hey, pay attention. And she's looking the other way. And suddenly, she sees the tree. She ducks, and her handlebars go out of control. It stops her. She flies in the air. She lands on the ground, and the bike lands on top of her. I stopped, and I got off my bike and ran back there. I said, are you all right? Are you all right? And she looks up from her face planted on the ground, and she's bleeding from her nose. Her tooth is broken. She's bleeding from her tooth. She's crying and crying and crying and crying. I'm like, it's all right, it's all right. Okay, you're going to be fine. I'm going to find some help. So I look up, and here comes this car. And I wave them down, help. And they stopped really suddenly, and the driver got out of the car, and she said, are you all right? Are you all right? What happened? What happened? Jennifer's crying and crying and crying. She's bleeding from her nose, bleeding from her mouth. So the driver said, come on, get in the car. I'll drive you home. So I said, okay, yeah, that's fine. That'll be good. So we lifted her up, put her arm around my shoulder. She's limping, trying to walk and getting into the car. So they went on to drive her home. I got on my bike. I pedaled hard, rode fast, straight home. Rode around the corners. I arrived home. My dad was there. He was taking care of my sister. He was trying to stop the bleeding. She's holding her bloody nose, still crying. So my dad said, hey, where's her bike? I said, I left it there. It's all bent up and warped. He said, you go get the bike and bring it home. I said, me? Do I have to? Really? He said, yeah, go on. Go ahead. Go take care of your sister. Go get her bike. So I said, fine. So I huffed away, walked all the way back to pick up her bike. The front wheel was no longer round. Now it was all warped and bent. So I had to walk holding onto the handlebars, and it's warped and, bending all weird directions as I'm walking all the way back home. I arrived back home and I left it there. And until this day, my sister's front tooth, her teeth, that one is different. A little bit different color, a little bit different shape. You can notice that was a new tooth.